Hi, I'm Lars from All About Samsung, and just 2 days after the Samsung Unpacked 2017 in London and New York, I got the brand new Samsung Galaxy S8 and Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus in their retail package, so now we're gonna have a very first unboxing. Just 2 days after the unveiling, we're gonna see how Samsung designed the boxing of the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. We're gonna see which accessory is included in the boxing, and we're gonna do a very first setup of the brand new Galaxy S8 and Galaxy S8 Plus. Let's go! So here I got the brand new Galaxy S8 and Galaxy S8 Plus in the retail package for Germany. In the top left corner, you're gonna see the name of the device, which is Samsung Galaxy S8 and Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. In the middle, you're gonna see a blue, metallic blue, whatever name branding, which is Galaxy S8 and Galaxy S8 Plus. If you hold it in the light, you're gonna see it's a bit metallic. And in the bottom left corner, you're gonna see the storage of both devices, which is 64GB. If you turn the devices on the left side, you're gonna see now the color versions of the devices, which is Orchid Gray and Midnight Black. There is a third color version for Germany, which is Arctic Silver. There are 2 other color versions for other countries, which is Gold and Blue. Unfortunately, they're not planned for Germany yet. On the right side of the device, well, you're gonna see nothing. This is just a black side, but on the back side, there is the interesting stuff. On the back side, you're gonna see the name of the devices, and below this, you're gonna see the size of the display, which is 6.2 inches and 5.8 inches. But afterwards, you're gonna see something weird, which is full rectangle, and below this, you're gonna have another number, which is 6.1 inches and 5.6 inches. This is due to the rounded edges or rounded corners of the display of the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. So if you take respect of the rounded edges or rounded corners, you're gonna have a 5.6 inch display on the Galaxy S8 and a 6.1 inch display on the Galaxy S8 Plus. The resolution of both devices is Quad HD Plus with as AMOLED, so that means a resolution of 2960 to 1440 pixel. Below this, you're gonna see the camera, which is a dual pixel 12 megapixel shooter, and you have a 8 megapixel front camera with autofocus, which is new. Then there's the IP68 rating, which means it will survive in 1.5 meter deep water for half an hour. And you have an iris scanner, which is quite useful. Gonna explain this later. And it's NOx protected, so it's secure and you can use it in the B2B business. Then there is the storage, which is 64GB memory, depending on, you can read it here, how many preloaded apps are on the device. Then you have 4GB of memory, which is okay. Actually, there is a 6GB and 128GB version planned for China. Unfortunately, it won't be available in Germany. Below this, you're gonna see that there is the possibility of wireless charging. You're gonna need an extra charging pad for this. Below this, you can see that the earphones tuned by AKG are included in the boxing. So this is the retail package of the Galaxy S8 and Galaxy S8 Plus. And now we're gonna have an unboxing. So now let's have the real unboxing. First, you need to unbox the boxing, because this thing here is a cover, which is quite easy. So now you see the real boxing of the Galaxy S8 and Galaxy S8 Plus. And then you have to unbox the device itself, which is quite easy. On the right side, you're gonna have to flip up the boxing, and then there is the Galaxy S8 Plus, and the same procedure on the Galaxy S8. So on the right side, you're just gonna open it up, and then there are both devices. As I only have limited space over here, we're just gonna do the unboxing of the Galaxy S8 Plus. At the end of the video, I'm gonna show you that both boxings contain the same accessory. So let's just move away the Galaxy S8 and just see what is included in the boxing of the Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. The first thing is that I'm gonna turn away the smartphone. We're gonna have a closer look on it later, and then we see there is a bit of plastic, and then there is a small boxing, which is just for the stuff like guarantee card and a quick start guide and stuff like this. So a lot of paper stuff, quick start guide, and then you have a warranty card, a guide for the regional lock stuff, and an information for the little USB connector, which was included on the Galaxy S7 Edge and Galaxy S7 already. So all the paper stuff, we're gonna turn it away, and then we have a first look on the stuff which is included with the Galaxy S8. The first thing to notice is that all the stuff provided with the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus comes with the same color as the front of the devices. So on both devices you have the black display and the black frame around the display, and in both boxings all the accessory is in the same color. In comparison to the Galaxy S7 Edge, which has, as an example, a white adaptive fast charging adapter, now everything comes in black. This is quite nice to notice. And now we're gonna have a first look on the stuff which is included in the boxing. This is a little adapter from micro USB to USB Type-C. So whenever you have old stuff and you want to connect it with the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus, you're gonna have to use this adapter, micro USB to USB Type-C, and then you can use your old micro USB accessory. Then there is the little USB connector, which was found on the Galaxy S7 Edge and Galaxy Note 7 as an example, which connects your old charging cable as an example to USB Type-C. So now you can actually connect your old smartphone to your new smartphone to make the little transfer, which is explained in the paper stuff. So there is a little, let's see where it is. There is a little information how to transfer all your content from your old smartphone to your new Galaxy phone, which is actually quite simple in the usage. So the next thing you're gonna see in the boxing is the power connector, which is here, and the power connector is adaptive fast charging. And if you have a closer look, you're gonna notice that it's actually the same charging speed which was the Galaxy S7 Edge connector. So you have 9 volt and 1.6 ampere or 5 volt and 2 ampere, which is not actually Quick Charge 3 or something like this. Then you have something different. This is a little special place, and we're gonna open it up. And first thing, there is the USB Type-C cable, which is USB Type-C, you can see it here, and it's black as all the other stuff. And you have finally the headphones or the earphones tuned by AKG or AKG. So these headphones, here are the little earpieces, you can actually change them, are something new, because normally when you want to buy them, they have a retail pricing of around 100 euro each, and now they're provided with the device in the boxing. And if you turn them out of their plastic, you're gonna see that they're, yeah, well, I would say kind of worthy, as the cable is covered with some fabric, I don't know which one. Actually, this is a sign that the cable should normally last a way longer time than normal cable, as it's a bit covered and a bit more secured. The earpieces itself are actually, well, tuned by AKG, you can see it here, and they do have 2 membranes, so the sound they provide, I tested them before, is quite good, at least for headphones which are included in the boxing. So these are all accessories included in the boxing of the Samsung Galaxy S8 and Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. And now we're gonna have a first closer look to the Galaxy S8 Plus and the Samsung Galaxy S8. So let's have a closer look on the Galaxy S8 and Galaxy S8 Plus and a first setup. Actually, I did already a first setup on the Galaxy S8 just to show you something, because the first thing you're gonna notice is actually the display. When you see it for the first time, you're gonna notice that there's no Samsung logo on top of the display. In comparison, on the Galaxy S7 Edge, there was a Samsung logo over the display. On the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus, there's none of this. Below the display, there was a fingerprint scanner and a home button on the Galaxy S7 Edge. On the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus, there is no fingerprint scanner home button below the display. Actually, there is a home button, because when you see the Galaxy S8 on the left side, you're gonna notice that on the always on display, there's here a special area. This is actually the new home button. This is a special area on the display which actually measures the pressure. So it's a bit like the Force Touch technology used on some Huawei devices, or like the 3D Touch used on Apple iPhone. So when you press this button, you're gonna switch on the device. This is now a home button. It's included in the display, even though it's not a fingerprint scanner. The other thing you're gonna notice is actually that when you look at the front, you only have a big black display when it's switched off, and you have a really thin frame. Here the display is switched on, even though you only have a really thin frame. On the Galaxy S7 Edge, the frame was much thicker. This is due to the lack of a home button and to the lack of the logo. So now you have a much longer display with an aspect ratio of 18.5 to 9. So it's a long display, and now it features a resolution of 2960 pixel to 1440 pixel, which is quite an odd resolution, but if you see this kind of aspect ratio for the first time, it's perfect. top of the device, now you have the camera and you have actually this is the iris scanner. On the left side, on the top left side, you have the notification LED, even though it's now switched off. And on the bottom, you only have the very thin bezel. Well, the second thing actually to notice is that on the Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus, Samsung uses just one edged display. There is no flat version of both devices. So on the Galaxy S7 you had a flat version and the Galaxy S7 Edge. Now you only have the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus, but both devices are featuring an edge display. So the edge is actually just a rounded part of the Gorilla Glass 5. The Gorilla Glass 5 actually is more resistant to shattering and stuff like this and scratches, and it's rounded. It really feels nicely in your hand. The next thing you're gonna notice is when you turn the devices, there is the frame placed in the middle of the frame. So it's the same symmetrical beauty, Samsung called it on the Galaxy Note 7. And the rounding of the front and the back side is almost the same. So this is symmetrical, placed in the middle of the frame. The frame itself now is a bit glossy, so now it's not a dull or so frame like found on the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge. Maybe I would prefer a dull version, at least on the black Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus, because glossy black, well, I don't like it that much, even though it's nice when you have a full device in glossy black. The whole frame is made out of metal. Which metal? Samsung didn't provide any information about this. On the left side you have here the volume button. Below the button you have the Bixby button, which is a new software feature provided with the Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. On the bottom you have the 3.5mm jack, which is now something, well, not found on every device. Hello Apple. In the middle you have the USB Type-C connector. Actually it's USB 3.1 with a very fast speed. On the right side you have the speaker, so the layout is basically the same like found on the Galaxy S7 Edge, even though now you have USB Type-C and the speaker now has a bit different design. On the right side you have the power button, and it's placed on both devices. Quite nice, so you can easily switch it on with just one hand. On the top side you have the SIM card tray and micro SD card tray, so you just have to slide it out to get to the SIM card and micro SD card, and yeah, that's it. Just one thing to add, the back side. And this is the back side of both devices, only in the Arctic Grey and the black version. Again, I don't have Arctic Silver here right now. And what you're gonna notice is now that the backside looks quite similar to the back of the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Even though there is a big difference, because now the camera is a bit smaller actually, and the placement of course of the fingerprint scanner. Because now Samsung replaced the LED and actually this is the heartbeat sensor to the left side of the camera, and now on the right side of the camera is actually the same fingerprint scanner like found on the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge. There is just one big flaw with it, because now the camera is almost on the same level as the rest of the backside, and the fingerprint scanner is on the same level as well. So now it's quite hard to actually figure out which is the camera and which is the fingerprint scanner. So when you're trying to unlock the film with the fingerprint, sometimes you're just tapping on the camera just by accident, because you just don't find the fingerprint scanner first. When you actually enable the fingerprint scanning feature security, then Samsung from time to time warns that you have to clean the camera, because I think they are aware of this problem. They don't have enough time to make a fingerprint sensor working below the glass display. The other stuff to notice on the back is the Samsung logo. So here you have the Samsung branding, that's it. This is the design of the Samsung Galaxy S8. So now we're gonna have a first start of the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, because I already switched on the Galaxy S8. So we push on the button a bit, and then you see Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus powered by Android. This is something Google demands. Then you see Samsung boot screen. You have to wait a bit, and then you have the first setup. So the first thing to set up is actually the language. So now we're gonna switch to English, well, United Kingdom or United States, and then we're gonna start the device. We have a little notice that we have to insert a SIM card or so to have actually network. We skip the Wi-Fi registration, and we just agree to all terms and conditions, even though you don't have to agree to all terms and conditions. You can just uncheck the marketing information, the diagnostic data. You can just go to next. Then you have the Google services and all their stuff they want to know. We go next now, and in a second we can choose a name now, and then we can protect the phone. So now we have the choice to set up a face recognition, the fingerprint scanner, an iris scanner, or a PIN, pattern, password. Well, the face recognition is not that secure. The fingerprint scanner, well, it is not the best thing for the camera. So we're gonna set up the iris scanner right now. We're gonna go to next, and there are some information how to set it up. First, we have to choose a pattern, which is always the same pattern on our unboxings. And then there is a disclaimer, so it's not a device for medical usage and stuff like this. And at the bottom, you're gonna see how you can improve the speed of the iris recognition. And then we have to, actually scan our iris for the first time. For this, we have to hold the phone 25 to 35 centimeter in front of the face. And then a screen opens and you have to open the eyes and you have to look right straight into the iris scanner. And you see it takes a bit, and then the iris is registered. There are some tips for usage, so you have to hold the device up. You have to maybe don't use glasses or contacts, even though it's still working with glasses or contacts, but maybe it's not that fast or not that good. You have to open the eyes, and in direct sunlight it might be not as good. So we're gonna skip it now, and then we're gonna switch on the notifications. We're gonna go next. Then there's information about the Samsung account we have to use for Samsung Bixby as an example. We don't do this right now, and then we're just gonna skip this. Yep. And then there's a little information screen about the Samsung Cloud and the Samsung Smart Switch with the little USB connector provided with the Samsung Galaxy S8. We're gonna skip this as well. And then there's another useful feature stuff. We're gonna finish it right now. So this was the first boot of the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. Here we are on the home screen, and we're gonna do this later. When you switch to the left, you're gonna open up Bixby, which we're gonna maybe show in a different video. And on the home screen, you don't have an app to open up the app drawer. Now the app drawer opens by just swiping up or swiping down. And it's quite fast actually. The animation is very fluid, very smooth. I really do like it. Actually, you can notice that now the display buttons or the app buttons are totally different to what they look like on the Galaxy S7 Edge. This is because Samsung switched a bit the Grace UI from the Samsung Galaxy Note 7, and now they call it, go to the software, now they call it Samsung Experience 8.1. The software is based on Android 7.0 Nougat, which is not the newest iteration of Android, even though I think it's okay. And the whole software is, I would say, is basically the Grace UI, even though there are some differences to the Grace UI. Here it looks very bright and you have almost the same notification bar as found on the Galaxy Note 7. But the icons of the apps are looking quite different to what they look like on the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge. Samsung redesigned the whole icon menu and stuff like this. I really do like it. So this was the first setup of the Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. So this was our first unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S8 and Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. Personally, I really do like that Samsung now provides the accessory, which comes in boxing in the same color as the front of the device. And I really do like the design. Samsung made a really good job in designing both phones. I think they brought smartphone design to a new level by including an 18.5:9 aspect ratio, and I really think that, especially with the Edge display, the phones are ergonomically close to be perfect. I hope you liked the video. Sorry for my not perfect English. If you have any questions regarding the devices, just let me know below in the comments. Maybe we're gonna continue doing other videos in English of the Galaxy S8 and Galaxy S8 Plus as well. I'm Lars of All About Samsung. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.